bracket with nobody out. Ground ball, right side, into right field, a base hit. Here comes Schwarber, around third, heading for home. Here's the throw to the plate. Not in time! Bryce Harper wins it. Here in the bottom of the 10th inning, 3-2.
As Jackie Gleason would say, how sweet it is! As we watch the Phillies take it final in 10 innings, 3-2 over the Houston Astros. Your fighting Phils have now won 3 straight games. They've won 8 out of 12, and they're looking up as the homestand begins. We welcome you to Phillies Postgame Live, presented by Cure Auto Insurance. Ben Davis, I'm Michael Barkan. John Kruk coming up. The only downside is Zack Wheeler again denied his 100th win. He's going to get it. He pitched well again, 6 innings, and the Phillies ended up winning this game. They battled it out in that 10th inning, Ben. That 10th inning might be inning of the year between the defense at the top and the offense in the bottom.
Hey, it wasn't a slugfest, but this is a great team win nonetheless. Zack Wheeler doing his thing, some timely hitting, although the Phillies were just 2 for 9 with runners in scoring position, but they got it done when it counted. This is a ball club that obviously the last couple games in Kansas City, they just annihilated the ball. It wasn't the case tonight, but they found a way to win. Different guys stepping up. Very impressed with the bullpen. It was, again, just a great team win and kind of setting the precedent for the rest of the series.
You know how you know it's a big win? John Kruk is pumped. He's excited.
Oh, he's going to be ecstatic.
Let's go across the way to Citizens Bank Park, to the Harry Callis broadcast booth. We check in with John Kruk, who called tonight's game with Tom McCarthy. John, I'm serious. This might be inning of the year for the Phillies, this 10th inning. The top of the 10th, 2 web gems, and then the bottom of the 10th, the game winner by Bryce Harper. How'd you see this one?
Well, anytime you start a guy on second base in extra innings and they don't score, and you're the home team, you got to feel pretty good about your chances. But then Houston has Josh Hader out there, who's one of the best in the game as far as closers go. And I thought when he was missing against Trey, I thought, okay, he might make a mistake here to Bryce and see what happens. And, thank goodness we have Mr. Harper on our team, because that most teams don't have that guy, do they?
No, they don't.
Johnny, the sign for me when I would catch guys, when you knew a guy was really good, when he didn't have his best stuff, but he still went out there and competed. He battled. That's exactly what Zack Wheeler did tonight. A lot of pitches early on in this ballgame, but he still found a way to give them 6 strong innings with just 2 earned runs. This guy is something else, isn't he?
Yeah, he Ben, every time he takes the mound, you got to think there's something special going on. And, you hear that thing, if I get 30 starts, 10 I'll feel great, 10 I won't feel very good at all, and the other 10 I'll just be terrible. We don't see terrible, but maybe once or twice from Zack Wheeler. And the rest of the time, he's really good. And like you said, he threw a ton of pitches early, but my God, does he fight and battle. And he eventually will find it and make the pitches when he needed to make them. You hold this Astros team to 2 runs in 6 innings. You got to feel good about your chances down the stretch of winning this game. And, I think the great thing, too, is I get Houston saw a lot of our bullpen, but I don't believe Houston had anyone else down there but maybe 1 or 2 guys. So, this could bode well for tomorrow and Wednesday, being able to see that bullpen as often as they did. You saw a little blemish there on Josh Hader. And, anytime you put Bryce Harper up with a chance to win the game, who else would we rather see in Philadelphia with a bat in their hands than Bryce Harper in the last inning with a chance to win it?
Nobody.
But he did.
But I do have to ask one John Kruk about Bryce Harper, because he was 2 for 3 tonight. He got the game-winning hit. He is batting .277. The power, though, has not been there for 15 games. That's the last time he homered. Do you think it's something that's just going to snap back on as it went away, or what's the issue with his power?
Ben, help me out here, man. Help me out here, Ben.
I can't do that. He's something else, isn't he, Johnny?
Wait. I love flummoxing him. I love it. No sooner does he.
Look, would it have been great? Would it have been great to see him hit a walk-off homer?
Yeah, he stinks. He's terrible.
But he's awful. He only hit a single.
He only hit a single and won the game.
I think they should bench him. I really do. I think that if you can only hit a single off Josh Hader, you should get either sent down or released, one or the other.
That's probably
because it's got to be an easy at bat lefty on lefty with Hader.
I was thinking the same thing.
Michael.
Yeah.
I guarantee you're going to hit a home run in this series.
Oh, you do? Hang on. I gotta write that down. John Kruk says. Hit a home run in the series. What do you think of?
Don't worry, I'm sure if he doesn't, you're going to remind me.
Oh yeah, get John Kruk here, stat. What do you think of Joel Embiid watching the whole thing? He had his phone out. He's recording it.
Yeah, and then he stood up and blocked the view of everybody sitting behind him 10 rows up.
Yeah, that won't happen
after
again.
Bryce got the base hit. No, you know what? That's what Philly sports is all about. You know, once you come here and play, you become a fan of their sports teams. Joel Embiid comes here. He's a Phillies fan now. He's an Eagles fan now, and he's a Flyers fan. It's just the way it is. If you don't, they're going to run your ass out of here. And they're not going to run Joel Embiid out of here just yet.
Not yet. You know why? Because he's a champion now, John. He's a gold medalist. He's
that's why we
top
wore
of
the
the world.
shirt.
That's right.
That's why we wore the red, white, and blue shirt.
In tribute.
Michael, ask him 5 more questions.
In tribute. I only have 6.
Michael, I got to get up early tomorrow.
Okay, go ahead. You? Come on. All right. We'll check you tomorrow.
Thanks, Johnny.
All right.
Tomorrow afternoon.
All right. Bad.
Kruk.
Good luck.
John Kruk. I love him. I don't know if he loves me, but he's
I don't know if it's reciprocal.
I don't know if it is. Not only that, but I think that Kyle Schwarber is an athlete, period, end of story, and he has the requisite speed necessary to get to home plate, maybe not as fast as Trey Turner or Johan Rojas, but he's pretty darn fast. And those rumors of him clogging up the base paths are just that, Ben. He can move it.
Yeah, they are rumors. And again, you don't have to be a burner to be a good base runner. I've seen him numerous times this year. Advanced it on an extra base on an errant throw, or where someone doesn't hit the cutoff man, or sometimes they think they can get a guy at home plate and he's able to take that base, goes the first to third with as good as anybody on the ball club. And I think there's different ways that you can win a ball game. Well, they were able to do it tonight with great defense, the base running there at the end, and they're going to need that. They're not always going to hit the ball out of the ballpark. Yes, Brandon Marsh had a great home run to put the Phillies on the board early on in this ball game, but sometimes you have to find different ways to win. They did it tonight.
We understand that Rob Thomson, so excited post-game, dropped his pencil. Let's confirm
You're on
that.
a roll tonight.
Let's confirm that. Rob Thomson, post-game clubhouse.
How badly do you think Bryce needed a moment, even if it was just a single like that?
Oh yeah, it was. You know, he had the double early in the game, and then base hit to walk him off, and played great defense too. He made a couple of really good plays on defense. I thought it was well played overall by the entire club. Rojas, big defensive play in the 10th. Wheeler was fantastic. Bullpen was great. It was just a really good win.
As far as Bryce, when you look at bat to a bat, had a couple of walks in there, something he hasn't been doing a lot lately too. Did you kind of see it coming, progressing with each at bat?
Yeah, I think even in the last couple of days, I thought he was right on pitches. Just had nothing to show for it and fouling a lot of balls off. So, but I think his balance is pretty good. I'm not sure if he thinks that, but I do. It looks like his his bat path and bat speed's there.
Any other options with Schwarber? Obviously, you kept Schwarber at second base there. Would you have done anything else? Why didn't you do anything else?
Just we get a little bit light on the bench, and really the differential in running speed isn't all that great. Schwarber's running pretty good right now.
It's a big homestand against two good teams, and to get to an elite closer like that, just like how uplifting of a way is it to start this week?
It's great, and really, getting down 2, and everybody fought back. Marsh hits the home run to get us get the energy level and the momentum back, and then we score in the next inning. And I thought it was a real good effort. Showed a lot of toughness and resilience tonight.
If Johan doesn't make that catch, they go ahead. So when that liner's going his way, what are you thinking?
I hope he makes a catch. But he got a pretty good jump on it, and he closes as well as anybody. And I thought there was a chance. A lot of guys don't make that catch.
What did you make of Wheeler's night?
I thought he was good. A lot of strikes. They fouled off a lot of pitch. Alvarez put some good at bats on him and pushed his pitch count up. He was at 61 pitches after 3 innings, I believe. And I was, at that point, I'm thinking, okay, this is a 5-inning game, but he had that one quick inning, and I think that changed the momentum too a little bit because it got Blanco back out on the mound really quick, and that's when we scored. So he did a great job. I thought, they put some good at bats on him, but his stuff was good. The slider was good. He got some soft contact, and the double down the line wasn't really hit all that hard, and he had some stressful pitches, though, because he had some base runners out there. But I thought he pitched great.
You may have answered this, and I apologize if I was in the clubhouse, but there are wins and then there are quality wins, and wins like this one. Just how good is this one tonight, given what you guys have been through, and facing a team like Houston and coming back like you guys did tonight?
Yeah, I think it's big. Getting down 2-0 and then coming back, and the bullpen's been great the last few days. I thought again we put together some pretty good bats. Blanco was pretty good tonight. His slider was really good. But I thought we fought, and we kept after it.
How long do you expect Alvarado to be?
Have no idea. No idea.
He would be so fun to catch, Michael. I know I say it over and over, but you see his ERA jumped from 2.73 all the way up to 2.74.
That's a problem. My word, that's a problem. Here's the thing, you're pitching around Yordan Alvarez. The guy's only batting .305. He can knock the ball out of the park, but you have to do that. Sometimes you have to take your opportunities where you have them.
It's smart. There's one guy in the lineup you will not let beat you. It's Alvarez. And I know he had missed the previous 3 games with some neck stiffness, but coming into tonight's ball game, he did have decent success against Wheeler, 3 for 6 with a couple doubles and a couple walks. So if you can pitch around him in a tight ball game, then feel free, because at some point Alvarez is going to have his way, and hopefully it's not in this 3-game series.
And then you add on the bullpen tonight.
They were awesome.
4 shutout innings for the Phillies bullpen. And remember, these are the West leaders in the American League, the Houston Astros. 70 and 61 now. They are 35 and 32 away, so they can handle themselves. Nothing given up by Kerkering, Hoffman, Estevez, or Strom.
You look at a pitching staff as a whole, and you know that when these guys really bear down. Astros just 1 for 10 with runners in scoring position tonight. That left 8 on base. That means these guys are really taking it up another notch and taking it to a different level. You'd love to see that out of the bullpen. Just the 1 walk in 4 innings is huge. But all these guys, to a man, they were very competitive in the strike zone, and they pitched with a lot of conviction tonight, that's for sure.
All right, an exciting, gritty win by the Phillies. Here's tonight's starter, Zack Wheeler.
Just overall tonight, I like that one for you. Just how good did it feel for you, and being able to battle through and then keep this team close?
Yeah, it was definitely a battle for me tonight personally. This didn't feel sharp, but I was able to get through it, and a little bit of grind there at first. A lot of pitches early, and I was able to settle down just a little bit. So, I was just trying to fight through it and keep our team in it, and I did, and we were able to pull that one out. It's nice.
I feel like a playoff atmosphere tonight out there, with both teams playing at high level. Just how stressful or fun are games like this?
Yeah, it's fun. At the end of the day, it's just a game. We obviously want to win, but it's 2 good teams going at it, and they're hot right now, and so it's good to start the series with a win, and hopefully we can continue that.
They really made you work early. When there's that many foul balls off you, is that like a matter of you not hitting that pinpoint spot, or is it just like them?
I think it's a little bit of both. Some days you get away with that type of stuff, but with a better team, better hitters, they're going to foul stuff off and just wait till they get something that they can hit, and it's kind of a cat and mouse game when you don't have your sharpest stuff. So it's kind of the things that you learn over your careers, how to go about those kind of days, and just keep your team in it.
And did you find anything in particular after that double? Because it was 7 relatively quick outs from there.
I just knew I had to bear down and just try to get quick outs to try to get into the 7th. It's my goal every time is 7th. So I knew how to bear down and just get some quick outs.
How good was it to see?
Sorry?
We've been watching Bryce go through it really for a few weeks now. What do you think a night or a hit like that can do maybe for him?
Yeah.
For a guy who's the star.
Yeah. I don't think he gets down on himself too much. I'm sure it's pretty hard too when, you're that good and you expect that much out of yourself. He's a competitor and it's fun to watch. So hopefully, that starts something for him and he can continue off of that.
And you look inside the box score, what I like, Benny, is that 3 players had multiple hit games in Trey Turner, Bryce Harper, and Bryson Stott, the top of the lineup because of Turner and Harper, 4 for 11, which ain't too shabby. And they all pitched in with regard to run scoring and certainly defensively. Man, that top of the 10th was real good.
It was really good. And a couple guys I think are just that got springboarded into really starting to get hot. I think Harper, that's a matter of time. But you look at Trey Turner, his swings that he had tonight. He hit a 98-mile-an-hour fastball. That was, I would say, 3 to 4 inches inside, off the plate. Not only did he barrel it, but he kept it fair. If you're doing that, you're trusting your hands and you're getting the pitches very efficiently, and that is a good sign for Trey Turner because obviously they need this guy at the top. But I think he's really found something. He's staying more in the strike zone, and if he's going to be on base, they have to pitch to Harper, they have to pitch to Bohm, and obviously so on and so forth. So a good sign for the Phillies offensively there. But you'd like to see that production throughout the whole lineup, but especially at the top and the middle.
Star of the game is the star of the team, Bryce Harper, post-game in the clubhouse.
Just how good was this one? Come from behind against a team like Houston, and the game was close as this.
Yeah, it's a really good team over there. One of the best teams in all of baseball. I think being able to kind of get it started with Wills, him being able to throw the ball like he has been all year, man. He's kind of our stopper. Anytime he's out there, he does his job, and obviously big homer by Marsh to cut the lead, and just kind of big at bats by everybody tonight. In our bullpen, they came in, did their job. Oak looked great. Obviously Strom coming in there, doing what he did there in the 10th, and he's been really good for us all year. So really good to see.
More special. Like the decisions you were making at the plate, the walks you took, maybe the swings that you took before the time.
Yeah, it felt good. Obviously, when I'm taking or walking, I'm usually doing pretty well. So thought I had some good at bats. Was happy I got 3-2 in both counts, or both my first at bats. So felt good.
What do you think of the swing at the time?
It's another rollover. Obviously it got through. So I was happy about that. Happy to win the game. Obviously, it's like I said, it's a really good team. So anytime we can, beat a team like that, it's you start the week off well. But obviously I want to stay through the ball, more than that.
I was going to say, you said another rollover. Have you been unhappy, I guess, generally speaking, the last couple of weeks? Or, when you say another rollover, it sounds like you've just not been happy with your bats lately.
I just need to stay through the baseball. You guys know if I'm staying in the left center and staying through the ball, I'm swinging better. So just got to do that.
As you get closer to the end of August and into September, do you sense more of I don't want to say an urgency, but more importance of each game, or not trying to make too much of it?
No, we got to win. That's about it. Just go out there and win games. Obviously, we want to win the division and do everything we can to do that. So I think we should be urgent all year, no matter where we're at in the season. So just got to keep winning games and beating the teams that we need to and winning games like that tonight.
What do you like about the team's at bats really since the Braves series? It seems like the last 4 games they've been a little bit better as a whole.
Yeah, we just got to be more consistent through the lineup. I think obviously guys on third base, guys on second base, just trying to get guys in the best we can and have good at bats. When you're not scoring runs, you're not going to win games. So obviously we got to do the best we can to continue to have those good at bats and one game at a time, one pitch at a time. I know that's super cliche, but we got to do that. Good teams, score runs, and good teams play good defense and pitch well also.
And when did you get a peek at Schwarber getting around third there, and when When did you think he was going to score?
Yeah, I mean, I knew I hit it pretty hard, so I wasn't sure. It looked like they were playing me kind of gap side with the right fielder, so it didn't look like he was playing, a little bit towards the line. So thought he might have a chance. Didn't know if he was going to hold him or not because I did hit it pretty hard. With Bomer coming up, bases loaded with no outs, we got a chance to win a game right there. So made the right call and won the game.
You had the game-time hit against Hader last year. Was it kind of the same approach, just trying to be aggressive early in the camp?
Yeah, I mean, he's good, man. I mean, he's one of the best closers in baseball, obviously. I mean, his track record, throughout his whole career, it's been pretty incredible. So just trying to get a heater over there, the best I can, and was able to do that tonight.
What did you think of Johan's catch?
It's awesome. I mean, anytime you're able to, play defense and, help out your pitcher, it's a great play.
Thank you.
Thanks.